Well, hello there, everybody, and welcome back to the realm of unknown. Today's very weird. I'm wrapping up recording at the time for the episode that's coming out. I won't say, because most likely this will come out beforehand, because this is very quick and very sudden. And I honestly don't know what I'm looking at or what I'm trying to figure out at the moment because this just kind of spurred on and this was not planned. I mean I was planning to do a recap, but not this quickly. And today we're gonna be discussing. This is weird to me. We're discussing the follow up story for the last episode that we talked about with the steel furnace letter here in Philadelphia. And today we're going to be discussing what happened. So, in that episode, we talked about this bizarre set of letters that was being sent out to different people around Philadelphia, mainly in, I believe it was Fairmount and Brewery Town, and a few here and there within South Philly, and then just like some additional stuff that people said that they received. And this was just a very bizarre letter, all typed out with references to ABBA. The text saying that people need to meet up, and we're going to meet at this abandoned lot. Make sure there's a bulldozer. We're going to go build a steel furnace and melt ourselves down so that the meat that has been stuck inside of our bodies since like first grade can be like released or something. So yeah, people got that. And the date on the letter for the time in which you were supposed to meet up at this abandoned lot on the 27th Street and Girard Avenue was April 27th. And the time of recording this, and likely the time of uploading, is April 28th, or maybe potentially early April 29th, depending on when I get this up. But yeah, so this event has come and passed, and I was here in the city at the time. However, I don't know how in my head this happened. I should have set a reminder because I could have swung by. But in my head, that Friday, the 26th, I somehow believed that the event had happened and that I had missed it somehow, and then just like never heard about it on Twitter or anything, which looking back, I don't know how I thought that I missed like this level of a weird event and not heard about it on Twitter or like Reddit or something like that. So yeah, I went about my day on Friday. I took a nap at one point between courses, and I later on that day was like, oh shoot, I missed this thing. I missed going to the event because I was on the fence regardless about like whether I should go or not. And ultimately, I was like, I'll just wait till that day and see if I'm up for it. So when it came time and I thought that I had missed it, I just kind of went about my schedule as normal, and I completely didn't realize that it was actually this Saturday and not on Friday, which makes more sense because you're supposed to meet up on noon and just more people can do it on a Saturday. I don't know. So at this point in time, I was packing. I was in my apartment packing my bag, and I actually went to the Barnes on yesterday, and I spent the afternoon there looking at very beautiful pieces of art instead of going to the steel furnace party, which we will be talking about. I guess it's a good trade-off. I don't know. I had a decent time there. I got to see some cool stuff. It's a very beautiful building. But I also would have very much enjoyed going to this because I am going into a rabbit hole right now because I have no idea. I have a vague idea of what's going on, but I also don't. Because right now I'm looking at a article from Philly.com, from the Inquirer, and essentially, like very select few amount of papers wrote about this stuff, and I'm discussing this one through the Inquirer because they're Philly based, and they did a decent job talking about it. So essentially, what happened? Of course, this happened. It's Philly. It's a bunch of random stuff that happened on the internet. It went viral on Reddit. Of course, this sort of stuff's gonna happen. We turned it into a party. We turned this random letter that was just mysteriously put on people's doorsteps and mailboxes, and Philly turned it into a party on Saturday. And yeah, I mean, again, I wasn't there, so I'm looking at photos and scrolling through Twitter and stuff and seeing people's videos. And it seems as though there were a few hundred people that attended this, like, desolate lot that's just sitting on the corner of the street. There's, like, nothing there. It's just dirt and gravel, some grass here and there. And people seem to have a really, really fun time. For the most part, from what I can tell from the photos and stuff, I think a decent number of attendees were either from the suburbs or college students like myself. Just based off of how they look, their age, and what they're currently doing. I don't see too many like family wholesome stuff. Although there were a few like kids in there, but I guess it's also like a Saturday, so they can go if they want. But for the most part, it seems like it was a bunch of like young adults that just got together, or just people that were curious. And yeah, so they had a DJ. Some people brought food. Apparently, someone had a grill, and they were setting some stuff up. And there is a train that is currently driving by. The benefits of living right next to a train stop. Literally, like, I live a block and a half from the Temple Regional Rail stop. So another one is now going northbound, as you can hear right now. It's a little quieter than southbound because they are slowing down rather than speeding up. But yeah, so people brought a grill, people had stuff. The DJ played like a remix version of some songs by ABBA, who was referenced in the letter, and it seems like he did like a remix of sorts by mixing the letter with the song itself, or these songs. People dressed up, they like cosplayed and stuff. People brought like oven mitts. People like had like safety equipment, like makeshift safety equipment for like handling like fire and stuff like that. It's just like, it's so weird. Like, I'm reading through the articles as I'm discussing this, and yeah, like some people came from Jersey, some people came from like out of state, some people came from further out into the suburbs, like I said. So it seems like, you know, this brought about a different amount of audience than I think the letter initially intended for, because that was just sent out to certain people in Philly. And I guess they either planned or didn't plan on it going internet viral, and with that brought a much wider audience and a much crazier time. There's even a photo of a guy worshipping a toy bulldozer. So yeah, seems par for the course when it comes to weird internet stuff and these sort of creepy, viral, mysterious things. And so yeah, I mean, there were some good portions that came out of this, like really like good stuff, in which a lot of people thought that the writer of the letter, because the letter was another train is going by, I apologize. A lot of people thought that because the letter was so bizarre, so like misspelled, miswritten, poor grammar, that perhaps the individual who typed this up, printed it out, and then just randomly was giving them out around Brewerytown, may have been suffering from some sort of mental illness, or just was inherently slower. And so they started a GoFundMe campaign, which raised about $2,000 for charity and support for individuals with mental health. And also, it seems as though people started... what is this? I'm trying to read through the thing as quickly as I can. Some people were also selling T-shirts for about $20 or so during the event on Saturday, with the shirts reading "Do attend, help a friend," in order to donate that proceeds also to individuals and charitable causes that help with mental illness. So again, like, there's a silver lining in this whole bizarre event, on top of just a bunch of people having a very good time. Now, this is the weird thing, because, all right, on top of the letter just being weird on itself and just saying, like, attend, we need a bulldozer to dig some ditches and a steel furnace equipment. Because I Googled this, obviously, because most of the stuff is on the internet, and the newspaper's likely not going to have this now. So all this stuff had to be found on online sources, online articles. And I was already doing research for the episode that I'm currently recording, and I stumbled across something that I didn't fully understand and didn't really know what to do with. So give me a moment. Okay, I'm trying to pull up the full process that I went through, like live, I guess, on the episode. Okay, so all I did was I Googled Philadelphia steel furnace. That's how I got the articles from the previous episode. That's how I got the stuff for this one. And it's pretty par for the course at the moment. It just starts out with top stories, most recent, stuff like that. Nothing too weird. You go to images, you get images of the event, stuff like that. But then, as I'm just scrolling through looking for more recent stuff, you only get about 3 or 4 down, and you start noticing that the things back in February and March start popping up, so you realize that there aren't really too many new articles out there. There's a few live reports from the event. There's a few articles for how to prepare for the steel furnace thing. But then I'm scrolling back up to get to the articles to, like, prepare for this episode, this recording, I should say. And right below the top stories, I noticed that there's another section that says Philly steel furnace. It has the address and all that type of stuff, and like a photo of people attending the event, as well as like a little marker for the location itself. So the first go around, I was like, oh, okay, just part. I just thought it was like what it was. I just thought, I'm saying par for the course a lot. I'm trying to stop myself. I just thought it was part of the search itself, and just like the tab to like go to map, go to images. And then I realized that that's not what this is at all. It's actually, if you read right below Philly steel furnace, the words corporate office are written there. Office, for some reason, lowercase, corporate being capitalized. And then right below that in red text is opens April. I don't remember seeing this when I recorded the last episode. So someone made this, or Google somehow created this based off new information, new sites and stuff. And this is new from what I can tell. This just popped up, and I was like, wait, why does it say corporate office? So then part of me was like, well, was this like an event like planned? Was this just some weird thing? I don't have any concrete stuff, so don't take any of this as fact. I'm doing this like live, literally live. Right before I hit record, I found this rabbit hole. So what I did was I was like, all right, so I clicked on it. I clicked on the image that was associated with it, and it like pops up the thing. And it pops up as though it's like a location thing. If you were to like click on a church or like a school or like a restaurant on a Google search, and it pops up with like the hours and stuff like that. So it's one of those tabs. And then as I'm going through, I noticed of the images that they put on top in relation to this, like, I guess tab or thread. The first one is an image of a woman in all red on the shoulders of a guy. seems average. It's in the images that you see with this search. But then the next two, there's an image of a guy like in a bulldozer outfit, and it says on the bulldozer like really small. So I guess if you were there, it'd be easier. But if not, it's not hard to. It's harder to read in the image. But it says www.phillysteelfurnace.com. So then I'm like, okay. And part of me was like, all right, did a fan make this? Like, is this just some dude? And like, per my curiosity, there's a website like button right below it. So I click the website button, and it takes me to phillysteelfurnace.com, which I don't remember seeing again in the last search. And the website, all right, I'm just gonna say this because I'm a graphic designer. Technically, I'm graduating in 2 weeks, so I can technically say that. Not a very well put together website, and this is coming from a guy who is horrendous when it comes to making websites. Is not good. Whoever made this, I don't know. You need a little help when it comes to. I mean, there's certain sections that are kind of nice. Your carousel tab is really sweet, for the do attend, but oh god, some of the images you chose, I don't even understand some of these tabs. Why like you put white text on white images? I don't know. That's just the designer in me being so OCD over all this stuff. But you click on the site and it goes up, and the hero loading page image just says, a special thank you to our DJ, the Corvus Collective, link below, conventionally located at 27th and Girard Avenue, hours April 27th at 12 o'clock. And then it just says location. You can get the location thing from Google Maps. And I was like, okay, what is this? So then the Corvus Collective, you click on that, it takes to a Facebook page. It's just a band, kind of. It's a DJ, I guess. They have this weird, like, Wendigo looking, like, deer skull as their logo, and nothing on their Facebook page, really, or it's just loading really slow. No, they just don't really have a whole lot. Cool. No, I mean, they seem like a cool group. They've got events coming up on May 1st, so check them out if you want to, I don't know, check them out. For some reason, they're on the site. They are the very next thing that you scroll through when going through this, and they're one of the first images that pop up, as well as a lot of the images of the guy with the promotable what's it called? Bulldozer. They're some of like the first ones that come up on the image carousel that's right below that. And it's just like so weird. And like the images are just random people. They're all the people that have like do attend shirts, signs and stuff like that, which is in reference to the letter itself. It's just so weird, and I don't know what this is. There's an image that says user. It has two, what's it called? Actually, wait. Sorry, I'm reading this and trying to figure this out. So this will go into play soon because this is in relation to the other website that I found, in relation to this website, in relation to this photo that's now here, because clearly, from what I can see, this photo was not taken at the event, as well as the next photo that pops up in the carousel. I believe they're the last two photos. Yeah, I think they're one of the last few that scroll through. It's very weird. Sorry, I'm just like unraveling this again. It's like a rabbit hole, to me at least. So if you're on the carousel and you're going through, there's a photo right after one of a man dressed in like a steel furnace with a suit and tie and like all this silver on him. Right next to that is a tag that has a piece of paper that says user guest at ceruleanenterprise.com. And then there are two like emblems down below, like crests sort of, and they're both like in reference. They're like art-based stuff of the event itself. And then below it says password, and then it says clarity 777 with the C in clarity being capitalized. I don't know what that means. Those images pop up in the Google search as well. And then right next to that, the next image that pops by, sorry, I'm trying to like adjust so I can read this better, says it's another image taken of the exact same location as the first one. Again, not on location of the actual event, because you can see that they're on like some marble kitchen counter type thing, like surface. And it's another thing in relation to Cerulean Enterprise, which says, sink below the surface to be free, www.ceruleanenterprise.com. So I'm assuming if this is a business card that's really trashy, I'm sorry, guys. It looks more like a pamphlet kind of thing, because it looks like it's folded a little bit. I can't tell. I can tell that if this is their actual logo or image, you're using a stock photo from what I believe is a still frame from a stock animation. So you might want to reevaluate how you're handling your business practice, because it's just a stock photo of a droplet of water hitting a glass, and like the wave kind of flows over a little bit. Listen, I don't know. I mean, again, this is the graphic designer in me coming out, and I find this very weird. Then there's more images that go through, and then there's another image of a table, and it says there are a lot of like cut out pieces of paper or like fabric that have prints on them, and another train is going by as we speak, and it seems like these are kind of maybe like merchandise that someone was selling. I don't know, because there's no reference, there's no tags or anything on it. I'm just going through all this. I want to see if there's any more things from Cerulean Enterprise, because they do pop up later. I will mention that. It's just the signs, more people partying, a photo of, the photo of people watching the event from their apartment, I think, but they're all kind of wearing the same shirt, so I don't know what's going on there. Then just more photos, some guy in an Easter bunny. Oh god. What the hell? Alright, so now there's a photo. Sorry. There's another train. I'm trying to decipher. I'm trying to take in all these images. There's a photo, I believe it's the last one, or they just loop the one that's next to it. There's a photo of a woman with a blanket over her head handing a disposable camera to a guy while she's wearing a plague doctor mask. It's very blurry for some reason, so they're moving. And I'm assuming, because this is not on location again. This is like in a dining room. Like you can see it. They're clearly in a dining room. I'm assuming perhaps how they collected all these photos is through either a hashtag or some sort of search key, because some of these are just like very out of context unless there is some sort of connection. Otherwise, like I said, like at least 5 or 6 of them would not make any sense in relation to this just on their own. Okay, so that's pretty much it for the carousel. Let's go down a little bit. The next little section that this website has says, the only way I see for you to save yourself. And it's just like, this one's pretty nice. It's just a little like tab section in which they're all kind of like playing off of the letter itself and the request that it asks for. And just like, seal yourself in concrete, become a statue. Like it's just being jokey, which I think is sort of the reason why I think this might be a fan page. But then later on, you'll notice why I kind of don't. Then the next tab, it says the sacred text in all white on top of the image that is the white papered letter. Don't know why. You can't see it, guys. I don't know why you put that there. And then it says partners in purifying, and then it says GoFundMe, and then a little thing that it's it's a Reddit tab to the furnace party. Okay, so that's just a thing. Which again is why I'm kind of thinking that this is like a newer thing, because I don't think the furnace party was planned super early on. I think it came later. So then it says do attend, email address, put that in, and then click do attend. Then there's a Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, okay. But then right below it says brought to you by Cerulean Enterprise, and their logo pops up again. And I don't know what the hell this is, because, all right, then I'm just going to keep going, because we're going to deviate once we get to Cerulean. And then below it says choose wisely, and it has the two emblems. They're kind of like patches. I'm clicking on both, and they both link you to Cerulean Enterprise again, and you have to log in. I'm assuming this is like a merch thing. I don't know. I kind of want to sign up, but there's no sign up access. Wait. Unless I can use, oh god, is this like a thing? Hold on, let me check this out. There's a train gonna come by, but let me check this out. Guest. All right, so I went back to the image, and I'm typing in guest at Cerulean Enterprise.com. Okay. No, go back. Enterprises, okay. If this is like a thing, I'm gonna be really weirded out by it. And then the password is charity777. I want to copy the email just in case I got it wrong, so I can tweak it. I'm sorry about this. Again, this is all live right now in like one big recording session. Okay, I spelled it wrong somehow. Enterprises.com. No, that's right. Huh. Okay, hold on. Guest at ceruleanenterprises.com. Okay. Password is clarity777. Oh, it doesn't work. Weird. I thought that would work. So either they coded their thing weird or got rid of it. But I honestly thought that would work. I thought this would be a thing. That's so weird, because, all right, this is how I thought of it. Okay. The steelfurnace.com site has the two patches as like clickable links that take you off of the site and go to Cerulean Enterprise. Now, Cerulean Enterprises makes you log in. The image that was on the carousel has both the user and an email, which says guest at ceruleanenterprise.com, as well as a password, which is clarity777. So in my head, obviously, I thought that perhaps this is a username and email, or username, email address, and password that you can use to get into this I guess thing. I guess perhaps since the event's over, they disabled it. I don't know why the web page still links out to it, or why the page is still there. I don't know. I could have sworn I got it all typed in though. Yeah, okay. It just doesn't work. So if anyone's trying to do this, it doesn't work. But yeah, so that was a thing. The last minor section of the page, however, says welcome visitors and announce promotions. Find out more. Click. Nothing happens. It makes the page longer for some reason. Okay. All right. So the rest of the Philly steel furnace site is some poorly made Photoshop attempts of putting text over top of images. So bad. As well as some more references to the letter itself, just being cheeky. And then like a tab that just says the sacred text. So again, I think this is like a fan thing. But the thing is, when I clicked on the brought to you by Cerulean Enterprises, that's what was weird. And that's what in my head, when I first saw it, I was like, okay, did someone organize this? I mean, okay, clearly, obviously, someone organized the party aspect. That's like done and done. They brought a DJ out. They had stuff like planned in a way. So clearly, at some point down the line, they had like an actual group of individuals get together and plan out what they're going to do at this thing. I don't know if they anticipated this many people coming or not. Again, I wasn't there. But if you click on that tab, it takes you to ceruleanenterprises.com. Hold on, another train is going by for some reason. The express northbound to Fern Rock, passing through Temple University Station. Okay, so you click on that, it takes you to the link. Now you're on ceruleanenterprises.com. They have that really, really shitty stock photo image for their header. Again, guys, change that because it's gross. And you use it far too often. I'm sorry. The southbound express is now coming through to Center City. Okay, so I'm just going through this as like, not as an investigator, but more as like a designer. They got their copyright in 2007. Okay, cool. They have a lot of weird stuff. They don't center align their text, except for they do sometimes. I don't know why. They have a subscribe sign-up sheet directly below their hero image. I don't know why. Again, they have a login option, except for there's no sign-up option. So I don't know what that is. Again, there's only one email link that we can think of that relates back to this site. And it doesn't work. So Cerulean, I don't know what you're doing. I don't know who you are, honestly. But we'll see. We'll see how this goes. Because again, I'm doing this live and I'm rambling and I don't know what is going on because I didn't plan this. I didn't think I thought I was just going to be talking about a party or some like randos standing in a lot for like 5 minutes. But then I saw all this and I was like, all right, I gotta do something. I gotta do a recording for this. Because to me, this seems a little more, this just adds to the weird factor that like we already have a letter that no one knows what's going on about it. Like no one knows the situation with it. It just seems weird. And then you just see this guy walking around in a makeshift bulldozer outfit with a URL link to a web page for the event, which makes sense. Again, like it could be a fan thing. But then you click on, it says it's powered by a company website that seems to somehow also be formatted specifically for this because, so the evidence I have for that is the fact that the account sign in, it says sign in with your account to access your profile, history, and any private pages you've been granted access to. Like I said, there's no sign up. You can't sign up for this site. You can't sign up for access. There's no additional pages for you to get to it. There's only a login. The login most likely relates to the badges that were on that image that had a user login email and a user password. Those don't work, so I'm assuming they were just meant for that event. And another piece of evidence I'm going to present is the fact that on their main header, which is the top section of websites, they have their name, which is Cerulean, their navigation bar, and then their user login tab. In their navigation bar, they have Home, About Us, and Contact Us, which is the exact same as the Philly Steel Furnace website, which shows that whoever designed their actual website designed the other one, which makes sense because it says powered by Cerulean Enterprise, or brought to you by. But on Cerulean, instead of having an additional tab for the linked document to the ABBA letter for the steel furnace, they have a drop-down nav, which says More. And when you click on it, it says Career Opportunities, PT, DC, and then OOTM. So those are all 3 different sections. I haven't clicked on the abbreviations yet. I have clicked on the career opportunities. They are hiring in London, Philadelphia, and California, I think. But the interesting thing that I just thought of while looking at this again, those abbreviations, they're directly in relations to the tabs or the badges that are in the photo. The badges have those abbreviations underneath them. On the Steel Furnace website, it says Choose Wisely, and it has both the patches and I'm reading one of them right now, and I should have noticed this. Okay, so both of the patches are there, and underneath them they have both of the appropriate abbreviations. The first one of the patches having a fist, a bunch of houses, and then plate, like silverware, and a clover. And it's arranged like if you've seen Harry Potter, it's arranged how the houses are placed together, like in each corner. And underneath it says PTDC. I don't know what any of that relation is. I'm assuming it might have some relation to the whole like meat stuff that's in your body. I don't know. Again, if you click on them, they just take you to a dead link, and I can't get access to it. But then the other patch, I just read this now. It's a skull that has its mouth open, and there's smoke coming out of it, like coming out of the mouth and wrapping around the skull. It's pretty cool. And that's the anagram OOTM. Now, it makes no sense if you don't see the patch itself, which has a stock photo banner. It still looks okay. It has a ribbon banner, so it's just like a ribbon that goes across and has like a space for you to put type in. And the type says Order of the Mist. What the heck? So it says Order of the Mist, which is obviously the acronyms OOTM, so that's just weird. But it's weirder that Cerulean Enterprise, the company that is hosting and designed the Philly Steel Furnace page, as well as what I believe were the ones who got the DJ group to play at the party. It's weird that right below their Others tab on their website, underneath career opportunities for individuals, they have these 2 anagrams. They just have these sitting there. Let me see if I can click on them and see if it takes you anywhere. Yeah, no, it just takes you to the login thing. So I don't know what this is. Again, it's just so weird. So again, I just clicked on the career thing just to double check, and they seem somewhat legit in a way. I don't know why I feel weirded out by all this. Like, they're hiring a developer in New York, a project manager in LA, an executive assistant here in Philadelphia, and a business analyst. They spelled analyst wrong. In London. But like it's just so weird because, all right, then you click on their homepage if you go back and you read. I'm gonna go past their header, but their header says confidence in advance of success. Cerulean Enterprises. Learn more. What? Like, it just makes no sense. Then if you scroll down past their subscribe thing, there's like a small little about section. It says, Cerulean Enterprises helps organize across the private, public, and social sectors to create the change that matters. I don't know what that means. It goes on to say, we have always helped our clients identify and set the direction towards their most important goals. Today, we go further, working together to turn those ambitious goals into reality. With exceptional people in 26 countries, we combine global enterprise and local insight to help you create the change that truly matters. Again, they just repeat that. So weird. But this is the weirder thing. Right below that, just in the same area, they have Cerulean Enterprises is not affiliated with any shadow organizations or secret societies. Meet our board. What is this? What went down yesterday at that party? Like, it seemed like it was normal, but there's just all this weird stuff. Like, I don't know what this is. I don't know if Cerulean Enterprise is like a thing on the internet that I don't know about. They seem relatively okay. But they just have these weird things. The sections below is like the services they provide, their business consulting, project management, capital management, viral marketing campaigns, which, I'm thinking, did they plan all this? I don't know. Construction consulting and management, which, the letter states that there's going to be construction, medical practice. I don't know. It says their viral marketing campaign section says, viral marketing is a process by which audiences are encouraged, motivated to share the content of a company's products, services on the internet. I don't know. In other words, it is a marketing technique which includes website users and audience to spread the word about their content. I would more so say it's more social media based nowadays, but okay. And then below that, a very low resolution image. It says the Queen at East Falls. It's a restaurant operations. It says Cerulean Enterprises opened the Queen in East Falls, Philadelphia in 2016, and it was an instant success. The Queen is a boutique steakhouse, I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right, an after-hours bar serving specific cocktails. I'm going to click on that. I can't click on it. Okay, cool. I'm going to have to go to a new tab. Thank you. Sorry, hold on. The Queen Restaurant, Philly. Okay, because, I don't know what this is. It's so weird and, not making sense. I just Googled the Queen Philadelphia. Hold on. The Queen Restaurant Philly 2016 return. There is no restaurant by the name of this. Hold on. What is this? There's no restaurant by that name that I can find. Hold on, wait. Maybe I have to be more specific with. It's in East Falls. I don't think that's even a section. I could be wrong though. East Falls. Okay, no, here we go. Yeah, it has to be more specific. Okay, the Queen Restaurant. Wait, no, hold on. That's just my search. What the? It's not a thing. What is this? Hold on. Okay. Hold on. This is so weird. Okay, the Rivera. This is so weird. What is this? Okay, I can't find the Queen. Like the restaurant that this company says they created only like 2 years ago. What is this? Okay. More places. Florida. Oh my god, what is going on? Oh, no, the Queen. Okay, wait. I found it. Okay. Oh my god, this is so weird. No. They don't have a website. God damn it. How do I open it up? How do I find this? Okay, it's a pop-up restaurant, so that makes more sense as to why I couldn't find it. What the hell? Okay, I'm sorry. Again, this is like a rabbit hole for me. And oh my god, what is this? Okay, so the Queen, in their description on Google at least, says the Queen is a boutique pop-up restaurant with a neo-modern atmosphere, perfectly cooked fillets, aged isolate scotch, Italian wines, and great conversations that you won't remember. What the hell? What the hell is this? That's the description to their thing? What the hell? Okay, wait, so there's only one photo. And it's their menu on a plate that says the Queen at East Falls. First course, bacon wrapped dates stuffed with blue cheese. Second course, that sounds gross. Second course, hold on. Second course is house-made rosemary with salted butter. Third course, house-made served in the fourth. What is this? What the? All right, oh my god, I don't know what this is. This is a pop-up restaurant that this management and consulting company created back in 2016. But it's a pop-up. There's 2 images when you find it. There's 2 images. One is of the menu, and the other is just of some city street. There's nothing here. It says that the address... Okay, hold on. It says that the address to the Queen is on West Queen Lane, Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. That's a residential street. That's just some random street. It's only open on Saturdays from 7 p.m. to 4 a.m. and that's it. They're closed the rest of the week. What is this thing? What is this? They have 2 reviews, and they're both 5 stars. Oh my god, I am reading these. There's no title. What is this? They're both written a month ago from accounts that have no previous reviews, and they both give a 5-star, no comment, same time. Oh my god, what is this? This is so weird. I'm not saying this is some big conspiracy or whatever, but it's just, you gotta admit, if you're on my end and you just happened upon this with no context really, and you just what is this? And then you just click and you find a new link and you click and it just keeps evolving into this random thing. What is this? Hold on. Okay, yeah, so if you look on Google Images, there's nothing here. It's literally only that one image of the menu, which if you look at, hold on, I gotta go back. The image of the menu on the restaurant has a very small logo at the very top. It says The Queen at East Falls. That's the image they use on the website. They just cropped in super tight and used that as their official like icon for the website, like tab. But there's no website for the actual place. This is so weird. Okay, I need to pause real quick because the audio is gonna like hit a limit. I'm gonna continue this. This might be a very weird episode and very long, but I'm just on like, I don't know what is going on with Cerulean Enterprise right now, and I am loving it. Right, I am loving this. So hold on, give me a second, and I'll be right back. Ever thought of having your very own podcast and not really sure where to start? Well, Anchor is the easiest way to make all of those podcasting dreams a reality. Anchor gives you everything that you need in one place, which you can use easily and right away on your phone or computer. Creative tools allowing you to record and edit your podcast so it sounds the absolute best, and they'll even distribute your podcast for you, which, believe me, was a lifesaver on my own part, so that it can be heard everywhere across multiple different platforms such as Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, and even more. You can also earn some money off of your podcast through sponsorships that Anchor will help provide for you with no minimum listener base, so you can start right away. In order to start your very own podcast, be sure to download the Anchor app or go to anchor.fm to get started. That's anchor.fm, or to download the Anchor app both on Android and Apple. I hope to welcome you guys to the Anchor community. Hello, and I am back once again. This is all like maybe 20 minutes later or so in real time. I think I solved this somehow, at least for my own sanity. It at least clears up a lot of the things that I was wondering about in relation to the event, the website, and then further Cerulean Enterprises. I don't know why. Okay, this is all from like a fan thing. I don't know what this is. This does not answer the questions in relation to the letter itself, although there is a few images circulating online in which people think there is other letters that were sent out by the same individual, although I can't clarify the validity of any of these claims. I don't know if they're real or not. I don't have enough information to really deep dive them just yet, so I'm not going to. Rather, we're going to be focusing on Joel Todd, thanks to the phillyvoice.com, who was posting their own little like thing in relation to the event yesterday. I found this by expanding my Googlage search from just being Philly Steel Furnace event to also include the phrases Cerulean Enterprises and that. And that's when I found this. Basically halfway through the article, you just randomly see an image of the dude, the guy wearing the makeshift bulldozer outfit. A train is going by. I believe it's the northbound to Fern Rock once more. And in the caption of the photo of Joel, it says Joel Todd, and now the southbound's going by. I don't know why they planned it so close together. The caption of this says Joel Todd of East Falls, which places us with the Queen's Restaurant, created a website in anticipation for Saturday's furnace party. He will attend with a group of friends and a drinking chaperone who responded to a Craigslist ad. She was paid $20 an hour to make sure they didn't get too shit-faced drunk. I just cursed. I think on the first time on this thing. Whatever. All right, so apparently Joel made this. Makes sense. Again, I thought it was a fan thing. He made the website for the event in advance to the actual party, and went even further. Okay, this is just so weird. All right, so it went further. Actually, I want to go right back real quick. I want to check something else. Rachel. No. Okay, never mind. I just want to check something. Okay, so Joel made this website. He created it for the Steel Furnace event. This is the website in question is the phillysteelfurnace.com. But then it goes deeper in the fact that, oh God, where is it? It like unravels. He also made the fake company. So Cerulean Enterprises is fake. Which explains why they are nowhere to be found and don't seem to be very well put together and kind of weirdly miscreated. I don't know. It's weird. So it says Todd even created a fake company, in quotes, called Cerulean Enterprises, which, through distributing business cards with user and password information for the website on Saturday, he hopes will boost interest and membership on both. Sink below the surface to be free, reads the tagline on the card. So I guess it is like a weird self-promotion thing, but at the same time, it's just like this, why did he make a fake, like at least just have the event, like just make that like a good official site. You don't have to make a fake company to make the site for you. And then to go further, like he includes like real things, because all right, so the company is quote unquote fake, the Cerulean Enterprise, but for some reason there is actually like reviews and stuff for the Queen, the pop-up restaurant, because those reviews go back a month from now, or a month ago at least, and like they have like hours and stuff. They're like actually on Google, like they're like an actual like section sort of thing. I mean, to be fair, those could all be fake as well. The image of the street location that is on is his street. Like he put his actual address as the thing. So if it is fake, I don't know why he would put that there. If it's real, cool for them. They have like a pop-up restaurant, but it's just like, why? Like, why go through all this effort of like designing like 2 websites, designing a logo and like menu option, taking photos of for the restaurant, and like linking them all together, all 3 of them, and then like not having like Cerulean being the middle ground between these 2 completely random things. Like the Steel Furnace event is its own thing, and if the Queen is a real pop-up chain, like thing that is run by him and his wife or whatever, like why link them all? Apparently there are also answers for why the Order of the Mist patch is there. It's not something weird and not something creepy. In context, again, like no one would really know if they didn't have context for all this. It seems like all of this is just Joel and his friends. And the Order of the Mist, which is the label on one of the patches that you can get, I don't know if you can buy them or not. Again, the site's down. Like the login for the site is down. But the Order of the Mist is a label inspired by the time in which Joel and some of his friends smuggled food-colored vodka into an Arbor Mist bottle as to avoid a throwing axe establishment's rules against allowing nothing but beer and wine on the premises. So I don't know why. I don't know why. This is so weird. Like, why go through all this effort? Like, yeah, okay, maybe he put the website on his homemade car outfit. That's, like, I feel like enough. Print out a few posters, cool. But he made, like, at least two different types of business cards that he printed out and like had patches organized. He made like a patch for like in relation to his friends. He made two fake websites essentially. And then he made like a possibly fake restaurant at the same time. But I mean that could be real too. I don't know. It's just so bizarre. The groups are for people who don't want to live it, blah, 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 the attention of the site. After grabbing a bit of attention for the site, he noted that someone on Reddit tried to dox him in a hello James Todd from East Falls sense, which didn't really impact him all that much since his name and neighborhood have already been publicized. Before posting the photo on this front porch and the homemade, he wore the blah, 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 offering the measure of prediction for the day. Okay, so maybe the restaurant is real since his address and stuff are already out there. I don't know. If you do go back to the Cerulean Enterprise website and go to the, what's it called? You go to the Meet the Board. Joel Todd, his name pops up. He's there. He's the CEO of the company. Very classy, Joel, making yourself the boss. And then I'm assuming the rest are all of his friends. I can't find any context for anyone else that's there. Like Rico. I mean, to be fair, a lot of these look like they're just stolen images. I'm not saying they're stolen. I'm saying they're all from different shots. None of these are the same people. None of these are from the same location. They're all from different settings. Nothing looks professionally gathered. So either these are individuals from his group of friends, which evidence to that is the fact that the director of sales, Kristen, is his wife's name. They have different last names on the site, so perhaps he's just keeping that anonymous. But I don't know, that the photo background of Kristen kind of looks like the photo background of one of the images in the Steel Furnace website, so I'm assuming that's their dining room. You might want to keep that on the wraps, dude. The rest of the people I'm assuming are either his friends or just random stock photos he found online, as like a lot of the photos that are on the websites. So we'll see. Very weird. It seems as though that solves most of the questions that I had. I don't know why this dude went through all the effort to do this. I guess to have more fun at the event. I don't know how far people took it. I mean, it's cool that he compiled all this stuff. Okay. You guys following the Steel Furnace thing, you go, and it's so bizarre. Anonymous flyers went out suggesting build. Okay, whatever. I'm just reading some tweets and stuff that are on the Philly Voice website. Just met up with a gentleman named Joel who hired a drinking chaperone to accompany his crew to the furnace party. This is their checklist. Okay, so people ran into Joel. So I mean, I don't know why he went through all this effort. Did he schedule the DJ though? Who? What the? Yeah, because that's the thing. Alright, so either the DJ popped up on its own, or Joel hired them, or like got them to come, because they're directly linked with the website as well, and unless they're fake, I don't know what is going on. No, they're not fake. They have events coming up like later on, so they're clearly real. Oh my gosh, what is this? Xavier says his religious teacher will attend the party as well. That high school teacher per Xavier was responsible for the ABBA sign that no longer stands there. Oh yeah, there was like an ABBA sign that stood there. We talked about it in the previous episode. I guess some dude's high school teacher did it. I don't know. Breaking news from Brian Hickory. I think this is the guy from Philly Voice. Like a reporter. Breaking, I have learned that the Furnace Party flyer creator will be at the event this noon. He's confined to a wheelchair because he lost his toes. Will respond with the rebirth of Brewery Town, and will be wearing this. And it's like a patch. So I guess if anyone saw that, good on you. I don't know. Yeah, I mean, it seems like for the most part, it was just a big party. The hashtag do attend in all caps was the essential brand if you want to look it up on Twitter. It should still be active and live at the moment because, again, it happened yesterday. So Twitter will most likely still have those hashtags in circulation that you can go check them out. A lot of people are posting about either going there, wanting to go there, seeing certain things, following along, etc., etc. Oh, I found Xavier. Photo of Xavier dressed as a welder was told about the party by his religion teacher. I don't know who that is. All right. Apparently the religion teacher put up the sign. But yeah, I mean, cool. This is just, I don't know. That rabbit hole, good on you, Joel, for making that. Because I had no context to the event itself, there's Caroline, photo of Caroline, the chaperone to Joel and his friends. She's like 4 years old. She doesn't look much older than I am. Jesus Christ. Caroline, you got a great thing for $20 an hour just to watch people get drunk and then make sure they don't fall over. But yeah, again, good on you, Joel, for making that little scavenger hunt for me to figure out and deep dive and have to find your individual photo in a Google search in order to link to an article that actually mentions you, in order to get context to as, oh my god, it's just so weird. I kind of want your pins now, or your patches, but I can't. If you listen to this somehow, I highly doubt you do, because I don't think many people do listen to this. I kind of want one of your patches, dude. If not, can I have the design and just make it myself? I don't know. But yeah, I guess that's it. That's the recap for this whole thing. I'm sorry it kind of devolved into this like self-determined scavenger hunt of like a mystery on my end. Because honestly, for the most part, the Do Attend and Philly Steel Furnace Party was the biggest thing. It was just a party that people went to, had a good time, got to drink, got to day drink and listen to music. It's like St. Patty's Day in Philly. But yeah, I mean, for the most part, that seems to be what it was. Nothing too much more, and no real additional context as to who wrote the letters, why they wrote the letters, and how this whole thing started. Again, there were some additional photos that may have some direct link to like prior distribution of letters. I don't have enough context to really go into detail on them just yet. So if that does, I don't know, prove to be some additional stuff I can dive into, I will make, I guess, like a part 3 type thing. But for right now, I am satisfied that this is a good place to stop. And I guess this is episode 8. I intended for episode 8 to be the episode that I'm finishing recording, but I guess that will be episode 9. So I hope you guys enjoyed this episode and this very bizarre, again, deep dive as I just scour Google and articles online for information. If you want to check me out, I will be posting some photos and retweeting things over on Twitter. And I will be posting some stuff on Instagram as well for you to check out when in relation to the Steel Furnace Party itself. The Northbound is going by once more, so that will most likely be my cue. Again, I hope you enjoyed. You can check me out on Realm of Unknown on Twitter and Instagram, or you can give me your own stories and suggestions for new episodes at realmofunknown@gmail.com. I will be graduating soon, so uploads will be more consistent, and I hope you guys enjoy the content, and I hope to see you again. Remember to stay spooky. Hey guys, so this is just one little, afterthought for this episode. This is very bizarre, I know, but I just kind of stumbled across something while scrolling through Twitter after posting and uploading this, so I'm not sure if this will even get added on correctly on other platforms. So potentially Anchor is the only source in which this will be sent out. But I did stumble across something that has some possibility of correcting something that I said towards the end, in which I stated that I'm not sure if the author of the Steel Furnace letter had ever come forward or was ever discovered. There is potentially an article that's, I believe, I forget who wrote it. I wanted to say it's the Philly Voice, in which the author was there in attendance of the event on Saturday. He went by the name of Milton. He's in a wheelchair, and apparently he's the apparent author of these letters, as well as going by the name of Abba as well. I'm not 100% sold on whether or not this is true. Again, I wasn't there, and it doesn't seem as though the author of this article is 100% agreeing with this as well. I mean, he's not agreeing with it, but again, he's using words like apparent and so forth, and I'm not solely sold on this. Because apparently in a different article, which I mentioned before, when I was reading over, some kid mentions that his teacher is responsible for at least the ABBA statue, and he's in the wheelchair. I don't know what's going on 100%. Clearly, we don't know all the information. I don't think we'll ever really figure it all out, especially since the fact that so much of this is wrapped up in mystery. And not even just that, but the fact that it's more of a viral trend at the moment, it's gonna burn out very quickly. I would say within a month or so, none of these articles will even be relevant or so, and people aren't going to be tweeting about it. Instagram accounts are not going to be posting stuff about it. So I feel like the height and peak of potential information and new information was likely yesterday. And from what I can tell, there is no concrete stuff. This man has come forward. He apparently is living within the area of Brewery Town. In some cases, he was homeless during the time. But again, even within these articles, to a paragraph giving him time, and not even being 100% on whether or not he is the author of these letters. So I don't know how to take it. Take it with a grain of salt for all you can. And so this is just a quick little add-on at the end of the episode. I just wanted to clarify those things just to give some more context. Again, I'm no expert on this. Clearly, we don't have all the information. I would suggest doing your own little deep dive if you are interested in potentially discovering more information about this stuff, because I definitely will be, but I'm not sure if it will entice a longer episode or a third part, unless a big bulk of information again does come out. So again, I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope you have a good time, and thank you for sticking with me through this quick little update.